All right, and then you can hit live on Instagram.
All right, as soon as it lets me. It's
Yeah.
thinking.
That's okay.
All right, looks like we're live on Instagram too.
Awesome. People are already coming in. Hey, guys.
Bright and early.
Of course. Bright and early, especially if you're on the West Coast.
We got
Well, I
some
should probably
people
get
coming in on Instagram as well.
Awesome. What's up, guys?
So for those of you that are already here, we're gonna wait a few seconds, let people join in. But good to see you. Well, this is our second Thursday live, and during the day is when we're able to do it. So that's when we're making it happen. And with our
Hi, soda balls.
All Axanthic stuff going on this month, we'll talk a little bit about some Axanthic tests that have come through that are kind of interesting. So
yeah,
I think we've got Snake Morphs one from Instagram on. One of them that we'll talk about will be one that he posted about.
Yeah.
Good.
Hello.
And there's another one we're going to talk about: quartz corn snakes and exotics. We'll talk about the sample sent in by her. That's an interesting one also. So
yeah.
Then we've got one that came in for Axanthic testing that was purchased as a VPI Axanthic, but doesn't appear to actually be once the person had that animal for a while, and they didn't let us know who they were. We just got dead. So we're going to put up a handwritten note. I guess you could even flash it up now if you wanted, Kayla, and we'll put it up on. But whoever you are, we don't know what order it goes to. We'd love to run it for you and let you know, but it does seem to be very helpful for many people to be able to find out for sure what they've got. So yeah, I'm sure we can get an answer for this person. We just don't know where to send the answer.
Yeah.
So this does happen every once in a while. If we get something, we don't know for sure who it goes to and what order it's from, then we can't really do much. So maybe we'll throw those up on here just in case somebody knows who it's from.
Whose child is this?
Yes.
What's up, 319 Reptiles?
Yeah, and if you see me look down, that's because the way StreamYard does lives, we have YouTube and Facebook live with us, and Kayla can see those and bring those comments up. But for Instagram, I'm the only one that can see them. So I have to look down if we have questions and things like that. So, but yeah, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah. Ooh, Dark Wonder bloodline. That is a cool. That's a fun name. I've never heard of that. What about you, Ben? Have you performed any tests on Dark Wonder ball python bloodline?
There are various things that cause extra dark animals. Tell us a little bit more, Chris. Is this the one that seems to travel with pastels and they turn really dark? I wonder if it's that one, but I haven't heard that specific name before.
While we're waiting for folks to get in, I'm going to show off this this wonderful video I got of Clover yesterday. She decided to drag her rat like she's in blue and has been hiding in her humid hide. I popped the lid, offered her rat, and she just like sucked it underneath, and so then she got substrate in her mouth. And spent the next 5 minutes just yawning repeatedly, and it was the cutest thing ever. Big yawn.
That is a good one.
Right. Just I love when they do like the full like flexing different directions. So good. Love it. Hi from Moscow. Hi, Amelia.
Excellent.
That's awesome. Oh, and there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, don't think it's part of pastel. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you can send us pictures and information, and anyone that has sheds from that line or that specific look, we'd love to run them. And we have some Axanthics that people sent in as being extra dark phase Axanthics. I've collected several of those, and we're working on those. And then there's some pastel that seems to be tied to pastel line where they will go really, really dark. And that's something we'll talk about more later here today.
Mhm.
That's not, tied to any Axanthic. It's not TSK or VPI or MJ or GCR or any of those.
Yeah,
So yeah, there seem to be several things that give an Axanthic look, but that's one, Chris, that I hadn't seen yet.
exciting. Do we want to go ahead and start talking about like what we've been getting in with the all Axanthic stuff going on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So right now, for those who aren't in the loop, we do have an all Axanthic special going on. So buy two get three, basically. The MJ/GCR, those are compatible, or yeah, compatible and same mutation. So that TSK Black and VPI Ags. So order the two that you want, and then write all Axanthics on the bag. For the rest of March, we'll run all three for you. Or for if it's ordered in March, even if the shed comes in later on, we'll still honor that as long as it was ordered in March. So, but yeah, so while we're doing that, we've already started getting some interesting stories. So with Quartz, Corn Snakes, and Exotics, who is in the chat, Ben, I don't know the story. What's the story here?
So I got, and you'll have to jump in here, Crystal. That's her name. Quartz, Corn Snakes, and Exotics. All right. She says hi. How long ago was that? That was probably over a year ago, wasn't it? She sent some pictures in a shed. I believe that Crystal runs a couple of Facebook groups. I think a ball python one and a corn snake one. So
Nice.
Go ahead, throw that in the chat, Crystal, and we can let people know the groups that you're a part of. Yeah, so it's been a year and a half, she says. So it's been a while. And
Yeah.
she's like, hey, I've got this Axanthic pied. I'd really like to know. It's supposed to be a female. I think it's a female. And, obviously it's an Axanthic pied. I'd like to know which line. I was like, if you don't mind waiting, we don't have tests for everything, but, as we get Axanthic tests, I can run them. And I did run the sex determination test, saw it was a female. It's like, as long as you don't mind us talking about it on a show eventually, when we have tests for everything and can give you an answer, I'll run those for you. And it's going to take some time. I wouldn't have guessed it would be in a year and a half, but sometimes that's how it goes.
Yeah.
All right. So ball pythons for beginners and experienced keepers, and corn snakes for experienced to expert keepers. All right.
Ooh,
cool.
That's exciting. I need to join those.
Yes. Oh, and a hognose one also. Nice.
I'd super need to join those then.
Yes. Good.
Sweet.
So yeah, so we ran it right away for VPI negative. Then a little bit later we could do TSK negative. It's like, okay, more than likely it's MJ or GCR. We were pretty certain those were the same thing, and we would be able to run it eventually. And so anyway, now that we got the MJ/GCR test, we ran for that, and guess what? Negative. So. What? Yeah, so this animal is actually negative for all three. And so I was asking Crystal a little bit more about the background. It was actually an animal that was purchased at a Petco. And she just knew it was very interesting looking. And,
yeah,
couldn't say no, have to pick up this Axanthic pied. And so anyway, so she gets that. And we find out that it's not any of those Axanthics. But what we do see in that first picture, when the animal was a little younger, from the head, it looks like it is a pastel pied. And when I sent these pictures to Justin Kabelka, he said that there is a line of pastel where they will turn really dark. And he said it happens fast. It's not necessarily like, after the third or fourth or fifth shed, but fairly early on, and it's over just one or two sheds, they'll just go super dark. And it does look like that is pastel, and so more than likely it's part of that line. I remember talking to someone at Tinley, I think last October, who had produced several of these, and he was going to send sheds, and I don't remember, I don't think that I've gotten them, but whoever it is, if you end up seeing this, that talked to me at Tinley, that's done a bunch with that pastel line that goes dark, we'd love to get more sheds. Now we've got this one from Crystal. We'd like some more and see if we can find out. There is a chance that it's, a similar mutation that for the really dark line Axanthics that go super, super dark. This might be a similar thing, and it just happens to be, tied to pastel for whatever reason. Maybe that mutation is near pastel, and so it got linked with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We have to do a bunch more sequencing, but pretty cool animal. Very, very pretty. And yeah, kind of funky. Justin said that the difference between like a TSK or VPI or MJ or GCR Axanthic pied and one of these is that color is a little different. Like the color, the pixelation, when you look at this pied here, does look a little different than what you would see in like any of those other Axanthic lines and pied. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to explain it, but I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, this looks a little different than what I'm used to seeing for like a lightning pied or a VPI pied or something like TSK pied, something like that. So anyway, definitely cool story. And I told Crystal if we can get to where we have a test for this darkening gene, we'll have to have her on and talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, her name's Opal. That's
Ah,
cool. I like that.
very good name.
This is kind of a like a peanut gallery observation because I'm still like I'm getting better about my ball python knowledge, but I'm still not as immersed in it as probably most of the folks listening right now. But the adult picture of Opal here, like when I look at that, I almost think cinnamon, kind of based on just plain cinnamons I've seen. I don't know about pied, but looking at her younger picture, I'm like, no, that doesn't look like that at all. So I don't know. Peanut gallery observation. That may have nothing to do with any of that, but it is, yeah, still super cool. Jamie Coles or just Jamie K, one of like 10 Jamies. I want to know more about that screen name, that profile name, Jamie.
All right. And so Randy Remington, Snake Morphs 1 on Instagram. His is the next story.
Yes.
And I think that he is still in our chat on Instagram.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and read like what this says because it might be a little small depending on what screen you're on. So from Snake Morphs 1, another possible holdback 2024 male. I've been growing up waiting for a monsoon test. This pied is 66% chance het hypo and 12.5% chance het monsoon. I produced an unexpected paradox Axanthic in my pied project years ago. So I tested his mom for MJGCR Axanthic and RGI came back that she wasn't het. Waiting for a new shed from his distantly related dad to test for Axanthic, but in the meantime broke down and sent this guy's shed in for the all Axanthic March special, in addition to hypo and a request for the monsoon marker test. That's all that is available for monsoon right now. We'll keep him for the eventual released monsoon tests either way, but the pending or shed received Monday tests will help me decide if I continue to hold any females for him or go ahead and pair them with other males, probably his father or a breeding loan now.
All right.
He's pretty.
Yes, very good looking. So yeah, let's see. Randy says mom has pending TSK test, maybe ready today. Oh, nice. I'll have to look and see. Randy, if you can give me the order number, I'll see if it happens to already be in here.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing that we can do with this is give people live results. If I happen to actually have already analyzed it, if it already got run and I analyzed it, then we can actually give you results live.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was those of you that have followed Snake Morphs 1, he over the years I've talked with Randy online. I don't know, what has it been, Randy? Probably close to 20 years back when it was kingsnake.com and stuff like that. Let's see. In another comment. Okay, I don't see it, Randy. You have to let me know. But anyway, he breeds a lot of animals that are normal looking, but possible het for many things, or they are for sure het for something. And so anyway, Oh, Randy says I'm old. Well, if you find it, Randy, post the order number, and I'll see if I can look it up for you real quick if we happen
Yeah.
to. And then someone's asking, TSK and black Axanthic are the same. Yes, they are an identical mutation. But anyway, Randy has many animals that have lots of things hiding in them. That's basically what I'm saying, whether they're het for something, so it's not visual, or pos het. And so it doesn't surprise me too much that Randy had something lingering in there that he didn't know. But it's pretty interesting. And he's kind of figured out, it might be an animal that was sold as was it a pos? Is either, double het VPI Axanthic, but maybe it actually ended up being that it was TSK, not VPI. So anyway, he says he'd have to jump out of IG. Okay.
Oh, no.
No worries, Randy.
Yeah, all good.
It should be coming soon, Randy.
Awesome.
Oh, so maybe it has the order number. If you go back to the original test.
Oh, are you talking to
the original
Randy?
Post? Yeah, Randy's post.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're thinking of, Randy? Yeah,
I'm not seeing the order number.
I'll check the ones that went through yesterday really fast and see if one of them was yours, Randy.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was oh yeah, we do actually have one.
Ooh, what you got?
For Randy. Yes, so Randy, B8G, animal B8G, says, please also test TSK/black. That one is het for TSK.
Hey.
Yes, and that's, I don't know if that's been updated yet. Let's see if I have another one. Maybe that's one you already knew about, but that's the newest one that I have for you. Let's see if this one's you too. No, that one's someone else. But anyway, if I find another one that's Randy, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely interesting and thankful we finally can do that. And there's still a chance that Jolliffe is something different, or maybe it's the same as one of the three we already have. We just don't have sheds coming in from that, but definitely nice. We're able to answer questions for people. For Crystal, was a little, vague of an answer because we couldn't match it to one of the three Axanthics, but I think we do know, where it's coming from. It's that gene that mutation that causes them to go really dark. They come out looking like a normal pastel or pastel pied, then they go dark. But then in Randy's case, he thought maybe he would have MJ floating around since MJ popped up in people's pied lines, but it actually ends up that it was TSK, and maybe it was from a VPI male that he had used that actually was TSK, not VPI. So
yeah,
pretty interesting. And then let's put up one more time, Kayla, the handwritten note.
Yes.
So this is one we talked about at the very beginning, but if anyone recognizes this, this is a shed that came in for a clown Axanthic that was purchased as VPI, but looks like it's not actually VPI. We have your shed, but we don't know who you are. So let us know, and we will happily figure that out and get you an answer. So anyway, we're very, very thankful. Lots of people are finding this helpful, and lucky that we're able to give this at a discount for March. So any of the rest of you that have Axanthics or possible Axanthic stuff around, we want to know what line you've got. This is a good month to do it.
Oh yeah. Let's change the name of red Axanthic so it's not confusing. I think a few people have suggested that.
Yeah, Dustin, that even just the fact that they call the single copy of that mutation a het red Axanthic, and then the homozygous one a red Axanthic.
Right.
There's a lot of newer people that have a question about that because that doesn't match how we do everything else as ballpark.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of
like it's technically correct being het for an incomplete dominant trait, I assume in complete dominant.
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah. So I mean, it's technically het, but usually when we say hets, we're meaning like something recessive that's hiding,
Yeah.
in the common parlance. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But Dustin, I if you get a petition going, Dustin, I'll sign it. And
me too.
yeah, but it's been around so long that it'll be kind of difficult to change.
It will take an act of Congress. What are some other things that have gone through name changes? I mean, I guess I don't know. Do you think like GCR and MJ, like all the different like I don't know. Do you guys think that
Lesser butter, like Mystic.
yeah, lesser butter? Yeah. Do you think people are just going to keep calling them lesser butter, or is it going to get shortened to something else, or choose one over the other? Which I think has happened to other mutations too.
Yeah, in Morph Market, they just say, "Hey, this is this has been proven genetically to be identical. These two things, like butter and lesser, or whatever."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not something where we've kind of chosen one yet.
Yeah. Fair enough. We'll see. It'll take like 10 years, probably. We'll see. Oh, by the way, we do have a sparkly new website. The sparkles were actually just added by me. They're not actually part of the website, sadly. However, we can make it more exciting by getting pictures from you guys. If you have really high quality photos of your reptiles, even if it's a morph that we don't test for, we'd love to have those, because right now we're still kind of sitting with just like the stock images that we've had, but we would love to have pictures of y'all's reptiles instead, because that's way more engaging. And plus, yeah. Since we're actively working on it right now, if you guys want to send, oh, where's my email? If you guys want to email really nice photos with your logo on it to Sean's email, raregeninc@gmail, let him know what it's for, and we could probably get that added to our website. Of course, if you have photos of, morphs that we like, really good looking morphs that we already test for, that would be great too. And a little, it's fun to have like a little badge of honor. Like, yeah, that's my animal there on Rare Genetics website. So
Yes, now's a good time.
feel free to use Oakley.
Yeah. We're looking for really good, high quality pictures. So if you have, really good lighting and really clear picture of good looking reptile, and it doesn't have to just be a ball python or even just be a snake. It could be a cool looking monitor or Gila monster or whatever. We like all kinds of reptiles, and we hope to continue to develop tests for other species too. So yeah, shoot those pictures to Sean, and like Kayla said, get your chance to have your animal, your logo, watermark, name, whatever, be able to be on the website where lots of people.
Yeah. Wanting single gene or is combos okay? All of the above, honestly.
Yes. Everything. What will grab our eye the most is just really high quality pictures. So you want really good lighting, really good pose, just something that's gonna look good on a website. So it's gonna have to be high quality as far as the quality of the photo itself. And then the reptile itself, what morphs it has, or what locality or what species, there's a lot of different things we'll be very interested in. So
oh yeah. Plus, with the weather warming up outside for a lot of us, it's the perfect time of year to walk outside on a nice sunny day. Just hold them up, get a good picture, set them on a nice rock, something like that. It's perfect. That's my favorite time to take photos of my animals. The sunlight just makes them amazing. Get some sent over. Yes, please. That would be awesome. Do we have any questions on Instagram right now?
Yeah, so I figured out that with Randy, I don't have the most current one yet. So I'm answering in Instagram, but unfortunately we can't pop those up yet. Hopefully StreamYard, since it has Facebook and Instagram are the same company now, right? So
yeah,
hopefully eventually we're able to get it so we can put the Instagram questions and comments up too. But yeah, so. Randy's saying it is actually possible that there is one line of Axanthic, the TSK on the mom side, and the dad side might actually be a different line. He might have MJ on that side. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. We got a good question from Mivarak 412. Have you ever considered making a photo album of proven gene pictures? I know it'd be a lot of work, but it'd be really interesting documentation. Yeah, I think something. I think like Morph Market's Morphpedia does something similar to that. But actually, on our website, we are, I believe, working toward getting photos of, or either like a singular photo or even a couple of several different photos in a slideshow of each morph we test for. So there should be something along those lines.
Yeah. So part of the website that's not filled in yet, that's going to be probably the coolest, at least for nerds like me. And if you're here watching our show, you probably feel similar.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're going to have like, let's say a Ultramel page. And on that page, not only will we talk about Ultramel A and B, we'll talk about, the publication that Dr. Siddell put out on that and the specifics of how that works, why it causes it to be Ultramel. But then we'll also have on there people that sent in sheds. So we'll have your names. We'll have people that, were a part of helping us figure it out and then make the test work where we're at. So we'll have a lot of information specifically about all of you that have sent in sheds and helped make it happen. So we'll have a lot of really cool information, and then we'll also have some nice pictures, and that's something that can change over time. Maybe we start out with one picture of a nice Ultramel, but over time, as other really nice Ultramel pictures come in, we can kind of fill those in, and also gives us a chance to shout people out, get their business name out there. They have really nice, high quality animals and are able to take really nice, high quality pictures. And obviously, when you're a customer trying to choose who to purchase from, if you can see someone's got really cool animals and does a good job of communicating, showing people online, the quality they have, then that's a good person to buy from. So we're working on that. That's going to be pretty awesome. We'll probably release 1 or 2 or 3 at a time. We'll probably start with like Pied and Clown and Ultramel, the early ones we had tests for, and just keep releasing some here and there.
Food afternoon to you is too. To you. Oh man, I meant to make fun of your typo, and I don't want to talk about
it. You made me hungry, Troy.
Hi, Troy.
I like food afternoon better.
Food afternoon. We love a food afternoon. From Soda Balls. Speaking of darks, do you know anything about Mordor from Vesper? They call it a familial dominant. We have a few, and they're very black. What's a familial dominant? That's exciting.
I am not familiar with that from Vesper. No, I don't think I've heard of that. And by familial dominant, I'm wondering if you mean like it's a line bred thing. But yeah, I don't know much about that. That's another one I'd love if you or whoever has quite a few of them, if you email or message us on Facebook or IG and just kind of tell us a little bit about it and send some sheds in. That's something we're interested in.
Yeah, I'm Googling it, but I'm mostly getting like, wait, hold up. Yeah, no, I'm getting mostly like horrible health disorders in humans. So unrelated. Oh, and Chris also updated, like added on earlier when we were talking about that really dark pastel line. Apparently, it was a male that was imported in 2009.
Or his was not pastel. His was something even different.
Oh, not pastel. Sorry,
I didn't realize there were so many other dark causing mutations. So yeah, cool. 09, that's a few years back.
Yeah. You sound good now that you mention it. Oh, there we go. Dan and I clicking on the same thing.
Yes, that sounds very good.
Yes, it does. All right. Speaking of Axanthic stuff, this we have just like a few. Sometimes we just screenshot cool stuff we see around online. Is that an Axanthic carpet python in the middle there?
Yeah, I think they were calling it a ghost, but yeah, I guess a ghost in ball pythons, we were talking about names that were unfortunate earlier with red axanthic, het red axanthic. In ball pythons, it was unfortunate that we called the original hypomelanistic ball pythons, we called ghosts, which most other people would call it a ghost if it's axanthic and is it yeah, axanthic and hypomelanistic together, they would call it ghost. So yeah, I believe that, I know that's what they called this. I don't know for sure. I haven't followed the carpet python morphs in Australia well enough to tell you for sure, but yeah, it sounds like it is axanthic and hypomelanistic for carpet python. It looks like it's a jag as well.
Gorgeous. Oh my
but yeah,
God.
definitely cool looking, all those spots and stuff.
Those speckles and that plain white belly. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. I love it. And pie double het combo. And then what is Miguel up to? Super OD, yellow belly, Enchi fire pie. Yeah, no, that's pretty. That's awesome.
Some cool ones that caught my attention recently.
Triple het boy, confusion, black pastel, triple het, DG, axanthic clown. What a beast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice. Oh, cool, Chris, getting into the breeding program and sent a pic to Sean. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, those are the kinds of stories we like to hear about, and it's not anything fast, but you know, we would love to. Yeah, the Mordor also, we would love to. And Kayla can flash up the. Do you have the address, or you just have, or you? Yeah, there you go. This is perfect. Yeah. So this is the address you want to send to. That's here on this research sheds. So if you have stuff. If it's for another species, if it's for another morph we don't have a test for yet, if it's for sex determination that we don't have yet, any of that, which would include Mordor and the one you're talking about, Chris, send all those sheds to this P.O. box that's in Virginia. So we have two main addresses. One is for once the tests are all good to go, validated, those go to Texas to our bigger lab where we can run them very quickly for you and get results for you. And then the address in Virginia comes to me, and that's where I develop the new tests. So any of these new things you all are talking about, those are ones that'll come to me, and we'll design new tests.
Yep. And either you can screenshot the I've got the little sticker there at the bottom left of this image. Either you can jot that down real quick, or if you ever lose what that is, you can just go to our website /help. regenetics.inc.com/help, and it'll have the research address as well. So,
and if for whatever reason that changed, which I don't see it anytime soon, but at that /help, we'll always keep that updated. So,
okay, it does still work.
It will likely stay the same for a long time, but if for whatever reason it changed, we'll keep that updated. So,
yep. So you guys,
yes, a Layla picture. Oh yeah. We would love that. Would be great. We'll probably have pages where we talk about the different smaller panels and then the big panel that we do. So yeah, that would be great. If you have 8-ball complex animals or spider complex animals or fire complex animals, yeah, those would be awesome to have.
Yeah. Ooh. Here, Mike is asking when panels are going to the lab.
Yeah, so good news on that. They've been a lot more popular now that you get 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more helpful. You're getting essentially the whole spider complex. That's 10 tests. And then you have 5 others like pastel and Barnhart black pastel, several that are really helpful for people. So yeah, the good news is since more people are ordering it, I thought it was still going to be 2 or 3 weeks out, but it's going to be more like closer to 2 weeks and maybe even a little less than that. I'll probably get all of the new panels sometime next week and probably the very beginning of the following week. So you're probably looking at about a week and a half from now to 2 weeks, something like that is probably when we will have results ready to go again. So
awesome.
So yeah, this is a good time. If you already have your sheds in, they'll be part of this. If you're hearing this, you're like, oh, I should hurry and send it in. It might not make it in time to go on this run.
No.
Because the way we do the panels, we do them in batches. And so they'll collect them all in Texas And once we have a good group of them, they'll send them to me in Virginia. So I'm the one that actually processes them for the large panel runs. And so that's why it takes a little time. So even once we start doing the panel run, there's quite a bit of prep, because what I have to do is something that works, so we can test all 45 things for every single sample that we get. Sometimes it's dozens to hundreds that we get, and then we're doing 45 tests on every single one of those. So the
It's
prep
a lot.
is, yeah, it takes a little time. Usually takes me a couple of days to get that prepped, and then it goes to somewhere where they have the $1 to $2 million machines, the ones that we don't have yet.
Unless someone
Maybe
wants to just donate one if you have
yes,
it laying
maybe
around.
someday. So it goes to a place where they have the $1 million machines, and then that has to go on a run that takes several hours. I think it's like 16-20 hours, something like that. And then we get that data back, and then we got to analyze all that. So say we have 100 and we're getting 45 tests on each one. That's 4,500 calls that need to be made,
Woo!
reported, and all of that. So we've done several things to help make that flow faster with software and things like that. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If you already have your shed in, then it'll probably be part of that. We'll have results in a week and a half to 2 weeks. But if it's not here yet, then it might go on the next run. But yeah, the good thing is more people order them, the faster we can do them, because it costs us the same amount. The big purchase, which is getting them sequenced, it's the same cost to us whether we run one panel or we run 300. So we usually try to have several dozen to a couple hundred on each run to make sure that we can do it for a decent price for you all.
Makes sense.
So the more you order, the faster we can do it. And this time
Yes.
it's going to be about a week faster than I thought, because we've got more orders coming in. We love that.
Yeah. Oh, Chris said he had sheds at Tinley but couldn't find Ben. We weren't there for this one. We're going to the October one.
Yeah. We haven't been to a March one yet.
Not yet.
But our friends at Leviathan, Steve and Courtney, have been very, very patient and cool about collecting sheds for us. I know sometimes they get a whole bunch dumped on them, and maybe after a time or two he'll say, Ben, you got to stop saying that. But if you are at a show and Steven or Courtney are there, they've always been really cool about collecting them for us. Anyone else that has one of our RGI logos on there, like Troy from Balls and Strikes was posting in the chat earlier. He's got our stuff. Yeah, there you go. So they're happy to collect sheds as well, and then they can just send them to us if we're not at the show. But yeah, every October Tinley, at least one, if not two or three of us will be there. The March ones we haven't made it to yet. Maybe we'll have to next year. It sounds like we're missing a lot of cool stuff.
I know. I mean, it's Tinley. Of course, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll be cool. Hopefully, in the next year or two, we'll be able to start making the March ones, or at least one of us. For the record, you did get some great questions. Oh, awesome!
Good.
Yeah, no, we sponsored Troy. He's awesome. That's why I thought I could pick on him and then failed. But
we appreciate it. Did you put up his comment earlier about the stickers being gold?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he's always saying, hey, let Sean know I need more stickers. So
yes, Sean, get this man some stickers.
Yeah, we like hearing that.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, wait. Chris said that apparently it was the October show.
Oh yeah, I was there, but
yeah.
I was walking around the whole time. So yeah, it's not surprising that you didn't catch me.
Yeah, no.
I was on like one half, like when you walked in to the left. I was on the first half the whole day. I only made it halfway through the first day, and then the second day I went through the other half and just was talking to everybody. So yeah, it was kind of hard to find me. But yeah, at any Tinley show, if Troy from Balls and Strikes or Courtney or Steven from Leviathan are there, I'll definitely be going by their tables and picking up sheds that people leave there if you don't happen to catch me walking around. So
yeah, no, when I went to which one was I at? Not Colubrid Fest. Well, I mean Colubrid Fest too, but not Dallas. It's like right near.
Yeah. So that was Fort Worth? No, it's not
Fort
Fort
Worth?
Worth.
No, not Fort Worth.
It,
Or around there. It was
yeah,
like last September.
starts with an A.
Arlington?
Yeah,
Arlington?
that's what it
Yeah,
was.
Arlington.
Call it
There we
Arlington.
go.
I think they call it the Dallas show now, and it's a different venue. But yeah,
That's right.
when
Yeah.
you went, I think it was still the Arlington venue.
Mhm. Yeah, no, as soon as Sean gets there, Sean or Ben, as soon as they get there, they're like, "Hey, people are at the table. Hi." And then they are gone. They're talking to everybody. Just spreading the gospel, as it were. So
Yeah, we're not good
um,
at around.
that's okay. If you're just look around for the hat. Usually, the shirt they're wearing also has the logo on the back. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Helps for hunting them down.
Yes, and I have an idea. I've talked to Sean about. I haven't talked to Kayla about.
What's that?
But it'll make finding me maybe a little easier on these next. Whenever we start doing it, it'll be maybe a little obnoxious, but I think it'll be pretty fun. A little game we're gonna play at shows from now on we go.
What is it? I want to know.
Maybe we'll get some other people into it. We'll have to decide if we're gonna disclose publicly before a show and we're gonna do it, or if we're gonna keep it a secret. Just blow it up at the show. We'll see.
There you go.
I'll definitely have to tell you, Kayla, because we'll want you to be a part of it. Any shows you go to, and the people that we sponsor, will definitely want to let them in on it. I think it'll be kind of fun.
Are we gonna get rid of like branded onesies like we do with Snake Discovery? Snake Discovery does it. Why can't we?
Yeah, it will be similar as far as the level of obnoxiousness, but not.
I appreciate that.
No onesie.
I'm too sweaty for a onesie anyway. It's fine. Anyway, what else do we have for hang on, let me see what else we got here. For visuals and stuff. More ball pythons. We like ball pythons. Oh wait, what's that? I think Dr. Ben should have a backpack on with one of those orange bicycle flags hooked up to it. Oh,
that would be pretty awesome.
Actually, okay, you know what people do with their turtles, where when they let them free roam, they tie a balloon string around them, so you always see where the balloon is, know where your turtle is.
That is a great idea. Yeah, we might. Troy, I'll definitely tell you my idea. I can't do both of those at the same time, but yeah, I might have to try that one too. That would be pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Balloon on the belt loop. Yeah, exactly. Looking for Ben at Tinley Park show was like a super hard Where's Waldo. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. I've never been. I cannot wait.
Yeah, we might have to see if we can get you there this year.
Oh yeah. All right.
My wife joined through Instagram. Say hi to Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. We love you.
Yes, indeed. She's very patient with all of my reptileness.
She is wonderful. She's good support.
Yes.
Let's see. Ooh. Chimera reptiles doing some pairings. I see clown. Yeah. And is that a hypo on the bottom there? She's pretty.
I think so. It's been long enough since I saw that one. I don't remember the pairing, but I think it had lots of hets going on in it.
Awesome. Blackhead GHI. That's so pretty. And the champagne. I don't think I've seen that combo before. That's really cool.
Yeah. And I did send a message to RP Reps to see if he would come on the show. He's done a lot of blackhead stuff. He's got some really cool combos. So
yeah.
Hope to be able to he's got a lot of knowledge too. He's worked with other species and stuff. I'd love to have him come on. So see that happen.
There we go. And Troy, if he has a table or two, we can come yeah, I'll come hang out. Sounds good.
You probably haven't met Troy yet, have you, Kayla?
I know that we've had him on the show, but I don't think I've met in person yet. So that'll be cool.
Unless he was at that Arlington you were at, you probably wouldn't have overlapped yet.
I feel like we talked about that, but I think he had to miss that one. I don't know. Troy, correct me if you're wrong. It was like 2022 Arlington, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Get that a striped Waldo shirt with the RGI logo. There we go.
You have to do that. That would stick out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely amazing what Snake Discovery's been able to do. I grew up watching lots of Steve Irwin, and obviously, there's Brian Barczyk got a lot of attention, a lot of new people that maybe wouldn't have ever thought much about reptiles, thinking about reptiles. And Snake Discovery have done such an amazing job of educating and showing excitement, enthusiasm, and it's crazy, that line that they have at shows. People are in line for hours just waiting to say hi and get a picture, and it's really cool. And they do like unboxings where it's just things that the fans have sent in for the last week or two or whatever, and it's really cool to see that much of a community and excitement about, centered around reptiles. It's awesome.
I think they're a huge part of bringing like the younger generation into reptiles. Like it was a part of what got me into it, actually. Like it was a few different things, and Steve Irwin like very much started like my love of wildlife and reptiles and critters in general. But it was finding Snake Discovery and a couple other YouTubers that like really kind of accelerated it into 2020, and then some other things happened, and now I'm here. So they done good, I think. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Charlotte All-American. What month is that?
I think that's in April. The one in Charlotte.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I don't think we're going to that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, my April is pretty packed. So May, it seems like we're going somewhere. What's May? I already thought. I have to look.
It's okay.
Yeah,
my calendar is the other half of my brain.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Pomona.
Yeah. Pomona, yes. Yeah.
Is Pomona late May? Oh, let me go look at my calendar. That doesn't seem right.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll be at Pomona. Let's see. And then we'll be at Daytona, October Tinley.
Bluebird Fest in September.
Bluebird Fest is September, yeah. Yeah, let me see what May is. No, there's somewhere in May. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good. Mike's got a Fader Lucifer shed you're going to send. Thank you. I don't think I know that we are definitely looking for Lucifers. And Fader, I think, was on our list too. So awesome. Thank you. Let's see.
All right, I'm back.
Ed and Emily's most recent Minnesota show, they had a father-daughter couple that drove in from Ontario for the girl's birthday present to me. Oh my gosh. That's cool. So sweet.
That's awesome.
Adorable.
Yeah.
That is so sweet. Also, like, watching them build their zoo has been crazy. And like, oh my gosh, like I feel a little bit of a kindred spirit with Emily. Granted, that's parasocial. She doesn't know who I am. But like the fact that she comes from kind of an educator background and also like was just like, I like snakes. I can educate. I'll just start doing that sort of thing. That it mirrors a little bit of what I've done and kind of found myself in a totally different world that I thought I would be 10 years ago. So that it makes me happy. And so like, I feel like some parasocial like pride for her because they're doing awesome stuff over there. That makes me happy.
Yeah, it's very cool. They've been able to use the money coming from YouTube to be able to have a physical location. That's cool. And they're able, I know I've heard people talk about that are close by there, as far as them helping with rescues and, different, just between educating and rescuing and helping people out. That makes a big difference there locally, but obviously internationally they're getting lots of information, lots of reptile stuff in front of people. I've talked to people. It's funny, my sister, one of her kids was just randomly watching stuff and all of a sudden I popped up on there. Apparently her kid watched Snake Discovery, and when I was in that episode, she's like, hey, there's Ben.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, they reach a very, very broad audience. It's very cool.
Let's see. Black Rock Balls. Are we going to be at AARPE next month?
So that's the
Charlotte show. Got it.
Yeah, unfortunately, can't make it to this one. I wish I would like to make it to all of those, at least the ones that are in Charlotte, because that's so close. But I just can't do it for this one in April.
Yeah. But Balls and Strikes or Leviathan should have a shed drop box. That's awesome. Thank you guys.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can sneak away for part of the day on Saturday or Sunday, I will. But I definitely can't be there both days, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't asked you, Kayla. Are you able to? It's I think it's the second or third week in April.
I don't think so. I've already had to. Well, I've got. Well, actually, we're probably going to be closing on a house soon, so I don't know. So that's going to be fun. And
Complicated.
that complicates things. Plus baby season. Plus, I have a friend's baby shower, and I normally work weekends, so I have to like plan my weekends way in advance. So I don't think I'll be able to this time. Sadly, but I wish I could because it'd be nice if there were more. Okay, maybe there. It may. Okay, I don't think I actually want to see more reptile shows during the week. I just have a funky schedule. That's all. Pipe dreams and all that. Yeah, April 12th to 13th. No, it would be cool. All American plant and reptile show, or aren't those like kind of a newer thing, or were they just normally out west and it's just started moving east?
Yeah, I think they did one or two in Colorado, and then they did Charlotte, and now I think they have several locations.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the newer shows.
Yeah.
It's Nick from Sloan Reptiles or Sloan Ball Pythons. I think it's Sloan Reptiles, and then Troy from the other Troy is what Troy from Balls and Strikes calls him, but Troy Schroeder from he's from Best Dress Balls, so they're the two promoters for that show. So
nice. Ooh, nice wide aisle, so no bottleneck or pinch points. That's really nice.
Yeah, they did a great job in Charlotte. There's kind of some funkiness with the parking that first show in Charlotte, but I know they were already working on a fix for that. I think it was just the parking for the vendors. I think for the people going there, it was good, but yeah. All Troys are great. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I know any awful Troys. The mode is toward the end of June, when they call the LA Pet Fair with Reptile Super Show. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yes, end of June. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, the Reptile Super Show. It is in Pomona. Yeah. That's the one I'll be at. I'll be there for sure. And let us know in the comments if you're going to that one. We did a small pre-show thing where we went to a brewery. There's a couple that both breed reptiles and they brew Tortugo reptiles and Tortugo brewing. So that's Joe and his wife. And he said, so the downside to that last time was he was really close to the airport, but it was like an hour and a half with traffic and stuff, or it could be that bad with traffic. So it was kind of hard for people to get to, but Joe said that he has a friend that has a place there close. I think it's within like 5 to 10 minutes of where the show is. So let us know if you're going to the Pomona show and would want to come get some free beer. It's really nice, high quality craft stuff that they make, right there that Joe does. And you're getting beer from not only a bear lover, but also a reptile breeder and keeper. So yeah, I think that'd be pretty fun. And if we have a closer location, I think a lot more people will be able to make it. So let us know in the comments if you're going to be to the Pomona show the end of June and want to come to a pre-show Friday night, pre-show celebration, happy hour. Let us know. And if enough people are interested, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Apparently Tortugo, like, they opened during COVID and they survived it. Like, that's, it's good if they survived COVID as a new business. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, they put in a lot of work.
Oh yeah. And they'll have a food truck there too, and it's like a family friendly setting as well. Usually they have a live band there, so just hang out, meet reptile nerds, kind of thing. Sounds like a blast.
Yep. Last year we had a good sized group for being that far away from the venue, but we're hoping we can have, 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50 people there. All talk reptiles Friday night. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be amazing. Let's see. Closing in on that last 5 minutes of the stream. Do we have anything on Instagram? Any questions?
Let's see. Randy's sample just got updated as being received, so it must have come in, or they must have found. I think it was a shed he'd sent in for something else. So anyway, they've got it. So we Randy was saying that we do have it received, ready to go. So it's probably going to go in today or tomorrow. So we'll know his TSK result tomorrow probably.
Awesome.
And Clover's reptiles. So he actually just sent me an email and said he hasn't heard from Kayla. So Kayla, he's the one.
Get on it. All right. Putting it on.
You got to reach out to him. So
putting it on my second brain.
Sorry. Yeah, it is written down. It is going to happen. Clover's Reptiles, they have a very cool show going on, at least on YouTube. I don't know. You have to let us know in the comments. Clover's Reptiles, where all you have that, but
you got it. Got it written down. I'm gonna do that like as soon as this stream is over, so I don't forget.
So you'd
think I would remember? It's literally on my water bottle, like right there.
Yes, we'll make it happen. Yeah. It has been busy and crazy for the last while, but yeah.
Yes, you know how it is. Yeah. I also got some colubrid, fun colubrid stuff. Got some fox snakes from Pier Giorgio Corta over in our North American rat snakes group. Do ball python males ever like bite while they're breeding, or is that just more of a colubrid?
Not that I've seen.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but
that's
yeah,
fair.
Ball pythons, like compared to boas and colubrids, ball pythons are very lazy breeders.
They're just sidle up like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, you might see a little bit of spurring, and sometimes they'll kind of weave themselves along the back and they'll kind of squeeze a little, but yeah, it's pretty weak. I was really surprised the first time I had a pair of boas breeding. The female was probably, between 7 and 8 feet, and the male was a little smaller. But I mean, they're actually, it was when I was still was I a teenager? No, I was a little over 20. I was probably 21. But yeah, they made so much noise. They're much more interactive than ball pythons. And the colubrids, yeah, the king snakes and king snakes and milk snakes I've bred, they're much more interactive than the ball pythons. You just pull it open with a ball python, like, oh yeah, they're locked, shut it, and then come back the next day, oh, they're still locked, and shut it, and then eventually they'll not be locked anymore, and you separate them. There's not much going.
Fair enough. Actually, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. Hold up, this is gonna take a sec. I don't know if we'll see if this works, but it's a video of 2 pine snakes or 2 bull snakes breeding, and like the male literally just like had the female's face like in his jaws, and he was like pulling her into the hide. It looked so disrespectful.
Abuse, real.
Let me see if I can find it. Pituophis. I know it was.
While you're pulling that up, I was just going to tell Troy. Yes, yeah. I have Margaret's picture paintings, prints. I guess they're ready to go. We are getting close to where I have a dedicated space for recording, and those 2 will be up. So don't worry, I won't have a bare wall here pretty soon. I have a nice wood burning piece of art that I have from Justin Julander. It's a carpet python. Yeah. I have a bigger, it's painted on a chunk of wood, but it's another carpet python painting. And then I've got the ones for Margaret. So yeah, I've got several cool things that I'll be able to put up hopefully here very soon. I was hoping I would have it by the 100th episode. We didn't make it, but I hope sometime in the next month that I'll finally have my dedicated space and I'll have some more interesting stuff up. Make Margaret proud.
Awesome. I found it, by the way. All right, look at this goober. So this is J. Jacoby's leucistic pine snakes, and this poor girl.
Dang.
He's like, I'm just gonna grab this and I'm just gonna drag her in here.
Oh wow.
Right? Poor
Yeah,
thing.
spousal abuse for real.
Right? Like, buddy. He has some interesting ones. Like the pine snakes apparently are just very chompy with it. So these, it's like, okay, whole face in there. Seems like one of the two is miserable.
Yeah, no ball python males would have a chance to compete against those kinds of males. The ball python males are way too lazy.
Yeah. Two different females, same head hold. He just does the head hold every time. Buddy, simmer down. And I've got to show Lumpy. She likes to sleep in a position where she looks dead, but she's fine. She's 25 years old and likes to sleep this way. Looks dead every time. Bless her heart. We love Lumpy. Even if you're not a Pituophis fan, Pituophis group's actually pretty poppin'. It's fun.
Yeah, they've got a personality.
They do. Someday I'm gonna get myself a Pituophis. If some rats that are rat snakes can be bitey too. I haven't seen it in mine, unless you mean like actual like rodent rats. Thankfully, well, I only have actually two breeder male rat snakes right now. I haven't seen the biting, but they'll like get on top and start doing. They'll like cruise around on her back and then just like start belly rolling. It's actually kind of fun to watch. I think I shared that last Thursday. Yeah, no, it's so interesting. Rodent rat. Oh no. Yeah, no, that checks out for rodent rats. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
Poor
well, the moms also will eat their babies sometimes, so
that's true.
They're pretty savage. Things have to. God. Once you have those of you that have bred rats already know this. Those of you that haven't yet and might want to, like getting to that happy place. Like you're like, oh, well, rats have babies every, 28 days or whatever it is, their gestation. But to get the rats happy and healthy and behaving well and smoothly producing it takes a little longer than that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the mice colony that we have at the wildlife center. Like we call it mouse school because when you are rehabilitating raptors, they have to show that they can hunt. And so, we have mouse school where those are the sad little guys who are, yeah. Anyway, sometimes if they aren't sent out soon enough, like you get litters. And unfortunately, which we separate them by sex, but sometimes one gets through. And I was like, oh, I'll take these babies home. I have, I'll take some pinkies home. And then I went back like just hours later, and there were 8 babies. Now there were 3 live ones, and then just scattered pinky pieces. It was awful. YouTube, don't demonetize me. But yeah, but yeah, no, straight savages. They are. Nature is scary, man.
It can be rough. Nature is metal.
Nature is so metal.
Yeah.
Oh, ASFs. Oh yeah, like we can't have ASFs in Virginia. Like we can order them frozen, but yeah, I bet that is an experience.
Yeah, when I was in Utah, I bred some for a little bit. Yeah, they're very different little beasties than mice or rats. They're different personalities, different smell, different,
Ooh.
Definitely different behaviors. They're interesting.
Just glad you're not a praying mantis. Yes. Aren't we all?
Yeah, or a tarantula male. A lot of species of tarantulas, those males only meant to do one thing in life, and then they get used for food by their girlfriend.
As you do.
Yes, very, very expendable.
Poor buddies. I have a friend who is breeding jumping spiders for the first time, and she posted, she was like, okay, go get him, little buddy. And the next picture was, he made it. And so he did survive his first round. Love his heart. But yeah, I know sometimes your boys disappear. Speaking of which, I have a Mothman, my male hognose, paired up with his girl right now. Thankful, I mean, Aster's good. She has shown nothing but like good twitching behaviors at him, but every time I go to pair them up, I'm like, okay, my son, don't get eaten. I love you. Make me proud. So thoughts for Mothman right now.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, they can be brutal.
oh yeah. Um,
And I
oh,
have heard people say they've had male ball pythons fight.
oh
Um,
yeah.
I haven't given mine the opportunity very many times, but there's a few times I've made a mistake and like put a second male in with a female ball python. So there's two
Mhm.
males in there. It's probably only been a handful, 4 or 5 times that I've done that. And then, thankfully I'm in the room by the time I figure out that I've done that. I've never had them do it. Maybe you need to leave them in there longer, but to me, compared to what you see, like, in wildlife shows with,
Oh
five
yeah.
rattlesnakes or colubrids or whatever, like ball pythons just seem very, very chill about everything.
Yes, they are.
They're like, if I eat, that's fine. If I don't, whatever. If I breathe, that's fine. If I don't, whatever. Like they just don't seem to care. Don't get as dramatic about eating or breeding.
Yeah. Trying to get the wife to approve a dart frog enclosure. That would be cool.
They are so pretty.
Two accidentally paired two males. Typically, they just hang out on opposite sides of the tub.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
been my experience. I've heard a couple of people say they've had them fight, very, very viciously, but
Hmm.
I mean, they must have had just some weird males or something.
Yeah. Ball fight. Soda Ball says it's just slamming into the bins trying to get away. Checks out.
Yeah, I've had females do that to get away from the male too.
Oh no.
Yeah, and
I'm
then the other
so
thing,
sorry.
at least with ball pythons, I don't know. Maybe I think I've seen it in carpet pythons and ball pythons,
Mhm.
but the females that are not receptive, they'll lift their tail up and push their cloaca against the side of the cage. I don't know if they're like
Oh my god.
trying to smash like a smell or whatever, but yeah, we'll.
Oh.
I've seen that a few times, and it's like very clear. Okay, this female is not receptive right now.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, like I do. They do have musk glands, don't they? Even if they don't like musk.
Yeah,
Okay. Then maybe I would guess it's that, especially if they aren't like terribly keen. Like if they're not typically muskers, then I would guess that maybe is part of it.
could be.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Um, I mean, I had a Clover last season when she was not feeling pairing up with Mr. Lemon Bars. God, I have weird names. I hiss means hiss. Exactly. Um, she lifted up her tail and I thought she was actually being receptive, and then she just dropped the most awful poop I've seen in my life.
Mm,
So
um,
that's another way of saying no, which, honestly works in a lot of different scenarios if you think about it.
and Randy says, I've had male balls fight, misidentified a male. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
an example, someone that has seen it. So there are a few males that will bout it out. But yeah, I just haven't.
Interesting.
It. And Rec Room Snakes. They say internet's been horrible. Hopefully I don't get kicked off. So thanks for being here. Hopefully you get to stay here. But
Yeah.
I guess we're kind of close to the end. And
Yeah.
yep,
My
Spirit
spirit
Reptiles.
reptiles.
Glad you made it. We're towards the end. You'll have to rewind and see some of the. We had some fun conversation about a lot about Axanthics, but then also all kinds of random topics too.
Oh yeah. That's how we found out that two of our. Oh yeah, that's how we found out that two of our female balls were males. Oh no, not two of them. Oh, that's a bummer. They must have been big males.
Yeah.
They got along very, very. Oh.
Yeah, I actually with carpet pythons, I had a breeding loan, this nice big female that, like, 'cause I had a really nice male. It was an Erie and carpet python that was really, really cool colors, and found through a group online, someone that had a nice female. He's like, yeah, I'll send her, and we can split the clutch or whatever, do a breeding loan.
Yeah.
And I had that example, John. They got along really well, but the one that was doing the hemipene work was the female.
Oh no.
They wrapped up, and she was a lot bigger than the male I had, and yeah,
Oh,
they got along just fine. But I did not get any eggs, as you can imagine.
no. Oh, that's so funny. Actually, last year when so like post breeding season, I had Mr. Lemon Bars in with his two girlfriends in that big black enclosure you see back there for a while. But after breeding season, the males are pretty, like for at least for black rats, tend to be a little more chill. So I put them down in there, and Noon Johnson, my other male, who had just hit like maturity, kind of. I guess Lemon smelled like the girls, so he was instantly like, "Ooh, hey, who's this?" and started belly rolling on top of Lemon's. It wasn't male combat display. It was New Johnson trying to put the moves on Lemons, and Lemons was running away like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" It was, oh my god, love their hearts. They were separated, but
both Rec Room Snakes and Snake Morse one, Randy, they're both saying they've had males lock other males too.
oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, just guys being dudes. It's fine. Snake
Yeah.
X says they had a male pied push his way out the back of a Freedom Breeder 40 series. Wow. Oh, geez.
Interesting.
Man was determined.
Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, actually, about 10 minutes past our normal cutoff time for these. So glad we've had fun conversations. It's been kind of meandering, but I've been having fun.
Yes, and thankful we've had even more people on this week than we did last week. So I guess we'll keep doing this. I didn't know if we did it during the day how helpful and attended it would be, but thank you all for joining in, and it's been a lot of fun. And we'll do it again next Thursday. We'll have a normal pre-recorded show go up on Tuesday, and then we'll come on Thursday, and we'll have a couple of ideas of things to talk about, but mostly talk about whatever you all want to.
Yeah. All right. Send likes. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you guys, and yeah, I guess we'll head on out. Y'all have a good one. Bye. And